Hi, everybody. I am Ren Michaelis, and I am going to try not to say anything that could get me banned from YouTube. But in case I do, then this video will be a BitChutes exclusive because you got to understand that I do not write a script. I usually do not take any notes, so what you see is what you get. All of my videos are extemporaneous, or at least most of my videos are. So either YouTube or, BitChutes, but it is really hard to make cuts like this because, you know, as humans, we naturally say offensive things to one another, especially when somebody is very, very special. Very special. And I'm also thinking about doing BitChutes exclusives anyway, because there are interesting things to talk about that unfortunately I'm not allowed to say on YouTube anyway. Like I was thinking of, I want to keep it a surprise. I want to keep it a surprise because I do have something really interesting planned out, and I don't know how well it's going to work, but it would have to be on BitChutes because people get, a community guideline strike for really dumb, stupid reasons, and they don't necessarily get their channels back. So let's begin. So recently on Twitter, I had to deal with a person who unfortunately suffers from autism because all I said was, I enjoyed the video. Like, here it is. I enjoyed the video. I went and think that it was all that's offensive, and I went and think that somebody would throw a conniption over that. It's a pretty innocuous statement. It is like, like if you eat a double bacon cheeseburger, or if you eat some fried chicken and a vegan snaps at you, and a vegan just goes crazy because you ate some fried chicken, and they starts, just making all of these vegan arguments. I mean, that's exactly what happens to the phrase, I enjoyed the video. I wouldn't think, I mean, look at how many tweets that this person sent me over I like the video. And I mean, it's kind of like they don't understand how I could just like this video from, I don't know, this guy is called what's his name? His name is like Find Your Love from Japan or something like that. And it's kind of like, oh yeah, you have a problem with the alt-right then. And really, I don't think this guy, I don't think he is alt-right. It's like, I just think that he's just trying to express himself. Like here I explain why I think that this guy, Find Your Love from Japan, or Find Your Love in Japan, whatever his name is, why I explained how this guy is different, from the alt-rights. I said I don't agree with the low IQ is capable of making people violent. My biggest problem with the alt-rights are lies, dishonesty, and harassing minorities. I don't Find Your Love in Japan to be hateful or malice, and he just seems confused, and he's interested in learning new information. He also talked to like some black guy, and he talked to many black, YouTubers for answers. A person like Millennial Woes already has their minds made up, while this guy seems to be still searching for answers. And he just wants to share what he knows, and he's trying his best. And I mean, this person, it's just this person is having, an attitude problem. Why are you fine with a Japanese dude saying that, but not what he outright does? Is it because he's Japanese? No. I mean, that is a weird statement to make because he's Japanese. Oh, is it because that I happen to have an anime avatar that I just think that Japanese people could say whatever they want? I mean, and I just find this person incredible. I don't want to spend too much time on this person who suffers from autism because all I said was I enjoyed the video. It would be like me saying, hey, I've read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and I giving it like, 5 stars. And for a person to go, oh my goodness, you gave The Picture of Dorian Gray 5 stars? Do you support misogyny? Huh? Huh? Do you? Because the picture of Dorian Gray is very misogynistic, and I mean he used the politically incorrect term for black people. I'll have you know. I mean, do you support murder? I mean, you just said that you enjoyed the picture of Dorian Gray, therefore you must support murder. I mean, what is wrong with people like this? And mostly, this person is basically dishonest, and this person also keeps repeating themselves. It's kind of like me. I'm just like, hey, I already answered that. It's kind of like, oh, yeah, this person says, that black people have low IQ. And it's like, well, I already addressed that. Why are you bringing up, something I already addressed? I don't agree with the low IQ or that low IQ is capable of making people violent. Why are you bringing it up something they're already addressed? That is why I'm just not going to go through all of their tweets because this person is very, very special. Like, this is the last tweet I'm just going to address because this person repeats themselves too much. They're like, I'm not detecting any hatred. This is pretty subjective. A lot can say the same thing about JF. For example, he talk very often about race realism without hatred, and I answered JF is also very dishonest. And it's like I'm telling this person, you have edited my words out. I said he seems to like malicious, and that is possible to have an and that it's possible to have an honest, truthful conversation with him. You're editing my words out to strengthen your position, straw man, because I've mentioned, that as long as a person is honest, truthful, as long as they lack malice, I am pretty much going to be cool with just about anybody. Let's see. My problem with the alt rights has been lies, dishonesty, and harassing minorities. And like I obviously wouldn't want, there to be any activism work to get me removed from a country that I lived in all my life. I lived in America all my life. I lived in this states most of my life, so I hardly ever left the states. I mean, I did live in another states for a little while, but I mostly lived in this states all my life. So it's like, why on earth would I just want to move to Africa, So obviously, I'm going to take issue with any activism work, to get me to leave the country that's, I've known all my life. I speak English. I don't speak Swahili. So, I mean, America is what I'm used to. America is what I'm accustomed to. It would be too much to go to Africa. Other than that, this person just gets really repetitive and they just who draws a conniption over I like the video? I mean, who does that? Who does that? this type of behavior is why I voted for Donald Trump in the first place. I mean, all of these tweets over I like a video. It's like, get a grip of yourself. And yeah, there were people like progressives acting like that. Like, I think some black guy, I think it was him who liked Pepe the Frog, and then people like descended on some black guy or some black person saying, I like Pepe, and then they just was like, oh my goodness, and they just drew a connection. And it's also like this moral panic, this moral outrage over something so minute. That is, why I voted for Donald Trump, because you're acting like you're acting really, really special. Let's just say that. You're behaving really, really special, if you catch my meaning. It was just amazing. It is like a vegan going after you if you say, I like a double bacon cheeseburger. It's like I like a lot of things. It's like nobody would ever think, like saying I like something would give you a lot of hell. It would be like me saying, like, oh my goodness, I like this shirt, and if someone was like, oh yeah, this shirt was made from child labor in Bangladesh. You support child labor. How could you? You must support slavery. How could you? And it's like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? Just because a person likes a shirt does not mean that they support child labor in Bangladesh. Just because a person likes a double bacon cheeseburger does not mean that they support animal torment. But you are never ever going to convince a vegan of that. When people like a bacon double cheeseburger, they just like the way it tastes. They don't really care for the suffering of animals. Like if they had to kill a cow themselves, most people wouldn't. Most people wouldn't have the heart to kill a cow. They just like the way it tastes. You're not doing yourself any favors by drawing a connection over I like a video. I mean, I thought that that was a really innocuous statement, and I like a lot of videos too, both from the left and from the right, like when it comes to ContraPoints has a great, amazing style. She is very talented. She is great at arguing and debating her points. If you are an anti-feminist, you're welcome to disagree with me on that. But, like I thought she made great videos, like, America Still Racist. I watched the video. I thought she did a really good job. I enjoyed it. I thought she was really entertaining. When it comes to Kevin Logan, I don't disagree with him on everything or most things, but when it comes to like his video series, The Descent of Man, Osphere, I think he's funny and entertaining. I don't have to agree with Kevin Logan to find, The Descent of Manosphere to be funny and entertaining. It's like, well, whatever. I mean, I really don't care. It's no big deal. And the weird part is, anti-feminists haven't given me any hell for sharing videos by Kevin Logan. When I shared videos from Kevin Logan, do you know what anti-feminists said? Nothing. Do you know what happened when I shared videos from ContraPoints? Do you know what I got? Pretty much nothing. There's this one conflict, but even that doesn't compare to how crazy this person behaved. Or it's kind of like I shared a video from Christiosity. Do you know what type of backlash I received? Nada, zero. People didn't say a word. But I shared videos from, Find Your Love in Japan, and this person wants to just throw a connection over. I like the video. It's like, Oh my God, you are incredible. Just people like that, I mean, you're hurting your own cause. You really are hurting your own cause because of your strong amounts of social ineptitude where you just kind of like don't get it. Like it seems like you don't get people. Anyway, that is all. This has been Rena Michaelis. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share everywhere. And again, I am planning on doing BitChutes exclusives. I just got to work on it. It's gonna take me a while to just get things adjusted. And I hope that what I'm planning turns out well. And I hope that you like what's our plan. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.